What's going on, guys? Chris Jones, owner-operator of Speed of Sound Audio Experts here in Somersworth, New Hampshire. This was just delivered to us. This is our brand new Harley Davidson Road Glide. We are gonna put a sound system in this bike. This bike is gonna be our demo bike. It's gonna go in our showroom. We are gonna put speakers in the lids. Those just got ordered finally. They're on their way to us. They should be here on Monday so we can start this project. We are going to put amplifiers in the fairing. We have a product coming from a company called Mobridge. Right now, the way these Harleys are set up is even if it has the basic audio like this one has, which is absolutely terrible. I think my first truck when I was in high school back in the 80s had a better sound system than this. The factory amplifier has been tested by another shop. It puts out 12 watts per channel. That means 12 watts to each of these terrible Harley Davidson speakers. We're going to have a piece coming in soon from a company called Mobridge. This piece is going to allow us, which we can't do now, allow us to remove the factory amplifier from this bike and install amplifiers without having to leave that factory amplifier in place. Right now, what we have to do is we have to leave the factory amp in the fairing, use the factory amp to supply a signal to the new amp, and try to fit that new amplifier inside the fairing. We do have amps that fit. There's a Kenwood amp that we can put in there. So if you're looking for something on a budget and you just want to put some better speakers in and amplify those speakers, because the piece of crap amp that's in there isn't going to amplify anything. If you want to do that, we can do it. We can upgrade your speakers, put this Kenwood amp in. It will fit right in there with the stock system the way that it is now. Doing stuff the way that we do it here at Speed of Sound, we don't cut or splice any wires on these bikes because, as you know, if we do, it voids your warranty. So we don't do that. We do it without cutting or splicing. We have harnesses that allow us to do that. So we can put amplifiers in, even right now, leaving that factory amp in there and upgrade your sound system. We can do better than that. We have the sound digital amps that we can install that we'll be able to do once we get that Mobridge piece so we can rip that old amp out of there. Once we do that on this bike, we're going to be installing new 6.5-inch speakers in the upper fairing, new 8-inch speakers down here in lower fairing pods that we're getting that should be here any day. And then we'll be putting the 6x9s in the saddlebags. When we do that, we're gonna put 2 amplifiers underneath this fairing. We're also gonna use an ARC Audio DSP. It's called the PSM Pro. That's gonna allow us to tune this bike perfectly for sound quality, and it's gonna be loud. So this bike will be ready soon. We'll have this bike up and running, I would say mid-February. So if you guys want to come down and take a listen to it, it'll be up and running by then. We are trying to get bikes here now though, because this is the best time of year for doing that. We're coming off our remote starter season. Remote starters are huge for us, and we're coming off of that season now. We got about 2 weeks left of full days of remote starters, and then we'll have time to do bike audio. So we are offering free pickup and free delivery. We have a fully enclosed brand new trailer that we just bought so that we can pick up your bike, bring it here, do the work, bring it back to you. So come down, see us. We got great deals. We're gonna do 10% off in the month of February, 10% off any bike sound system. I don't care what you're doing. You put a radio in, you're putting in a $10,000 sound system. Whatever you're doing, we're gonna give you 10% off if you schedule that in the month of February. So as I was saying before, we care about your bike here. These harnesses are amazing. These harnesses will allow us to plug into your bike and then connect to the amplifier. Again, no cutting or splicing of wires. I see so many installs. Guys will bring in bikes that are a year old and the radio's not working, or somebody else put an amplifier in it and it's not working. We pull the fairing off and there's Scotch locks and there's butt connectors and the wiring's been cut and now the warranty on the bike is void. We don't do that. We have harnesses for the radios. This is to plug into the radio to add an amplifier. We have harnesses so that we can plug into the speakers and wire directly into the speaker or out from the speaker harness from the original sound system into the amplifier. Connectors to run speakers from the factory audio into the saddlebags. We have everything here at Speed of Sound to do it and to do it right. We're not going to cut or splice any wiring. We're going to do the best possible job. We know you love your bike almost as much as you love your wife. Some of you probably more than you love your wife. But that being said, we know how much you love your bike, so we're going to take care of it for you, and we're going to do a 100% perfect job on our installation. for you. That's why you need to come to Speed of Sound and get your bike done right.